Hey y'all, I am currently sitting here getting ready for tomorrow, which is when I go pick up Ivy. Um, I made her a bunch of cute little items that you'll probably see later in this video. But yeah, these headphones came from my little brother, so probably try to use them in recording at least a little bit at some point. We'll see how that goes, but right now I'm currently dog-proofing my room and just getting everything ready and all set up for her. I am so excited. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is the morning where I am going to go pick up Ivy, and I am so excited. Except I went to sleep last night and I took a ton of melatonin and sleepy time tea to try and get myself to go to sleep. And I did. The only issue is that because I knew I had something to do this morning, I woke up extremely early compared to what I wanted to. So now I'm just kind of sitting here and wait before I go to pick her up. In about 10 minutes, I'm probably going to start going down and walking to where I'm going to pick her up at, but the anticipation woke me up. So this is going to be an interesting morning. I'm really excited, and I will see you guys here in just a little bit. Alrighty, so we are at the park, just waiting for Ivy's previous owners to show up with her. I showed up a bit too early because the original plan was to get here at around anywhere between 9:30 and 10. It's almost 10 now, but they realized that they probably weren't going to be here until 10:30. So I showed up about an hour early, but it's fine. I will sit here and wait for them, and we will see what happens from there. My anxiety has caused me to start kicking, so I've only got like a little bit longer to wait for these people to show up, but it's still not great. Alrighty, we've got the baby. She is definitely riled up from being in the car for so long. Leave it. But we're gonna see how it goes. Alrighty. Ivy! Ivy-Lynn! Yes! Here you'll notice she's just walking around getting acquainted with her space, and I let her have time to herself to explore around, get used to the space, and she was definitely a little nervous. Hi. Here we just had a little cuddle session with her after she was warming up to me and getting used to being around me. Just to try and show her some affection and make sure that she felt comfortable and knew that she was cared for and that I wasn't going to hurt her or do anything negative towards her. Obviously, since I don't drive, we had a bit of a long walk home next to the road, and she doesn't do well with cars so far, so I just gave her some time to go outside and walk around and explore the new space outside. In this portion, it was a few hours later, and we decided to try and get her used to putting on the vest when we go outside of the room, just to get her used to wearing it. In this portion, you'll notice she is pulling at the leash quite hard because she is not quite used to being on a lead and heeling, so that's definitely something we're going to work on. After that, I took her to go see my co-workers at work. In 2 different workplaces that I go to, with also giving her time to play in between while getting her acclimated to the new buildings that she was going to spend a lot of time in, and just giving her time to explore things on her own while also implementing training in the moments where she was more exercised and willing to continue the training. As you can see in this clip, she is very distracted quite easily which is to be expected as she's still young and hasn't had any formal training in the past. There were some people out there where she's trying to go, and she absolutely loves people and she loves being pet and things like that. But here we are working on her sit, which she is pretty good at so far, and practicing some healing with her, just to see how she reacts. She's gotten good with waiting for me to open the door before she does anything. So this is us coming back from that little training session of taking her downstairs and just letting her sniff around and get used to being around other people and different areas. Here's just a tiny montage of some pictures and videos of her. This was the next day. We had to take her to go get a prong collar from Walmart because she was just pulling so hard. It was hard to keep her under control around traffic and other people. It definitely helped significantly, but it wasn't a fix-all, of course. We're definitely going to have to work a little bit more on that. Now, this next little bit is just some clips from the following day. We took her out with me in my wheelchair for the first time. She's definitely still learning her surroundings and her body awareness of just trying to stay out of the way of my chair. And this was the next morning. I burnt the crap out of my hand with my coffee, and I decided to take her with me to work for a few hours this morning to see how she would handle it. She did good for the most part, except my boss decided to be very ableist against her, and to the point where it caused me to have some severe issues. This is Ivy sitting there playing with her toy on the floor at my work. And she was very well behaved all around. Of course, it took some getting used to, but this is the aftermath of having a very rough conversation with my boss, as I found out she had emailed someone at Disability Resources behind my back and was trying to get me in trouble for having Ivy, even though I have my paperwork and everything. And I ended up having an absence seizure at work due to this. This is the first time I've ever had a seizure at work, but that is how panicked she made me feel. And for those of you who don't know, an absence seizure is essentially what looks like zoning out, but it's actually a type of seizure. You can see here that I am not really moving, and I look very rough in this. And I was trying to get it on recording without being extremely obvious about it because I didn't want to draw attention to it, because typically that just makes it worse. Here I'm coming out of it, and you can tell I'm quite shaken up. I'm actually kind of in tears and trying to suppress my anxiety tics. Here you can see I'm very shaky and just shaken up in general. My face is very, very red and bothered, and I went into a second absence seizure right here at my computer desk. It definitely was not a pleasant experience, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog. I'm sorry that the ending is a bit rough and not too happy, but I mean, that's kind of how things work sometimes. Not every video is going to be great, and I thought you guys deserve to see the rough side of things, to know that stuff online is not all picture perfect. But here's just a little video of Ivy getting her first bath to cheer you guys up, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.